Hey survivors, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. And before I get started with this video, I want to thank you all so much for supporting this channel and just giving me a chance to use this platform to share my story with you guys, and also encouraging you guys and helping you guys also. That's what it's all about. I know there's a lot of different sectors on YouTube, and I know this section may not be the most popular section, but it tells you something about people that can that have the heart to make these type of videos. And when there's so many other sections on YouTube that I guess more people find more interesting and appealing to their lifestyle. So I just want to thank you guys again for tuning in and supporting this channel. And today's video is a special video because it's a part 2 to the video I made about Narcissist being with the younger supply. And since I'm the younger supply, you guys know I definitely have a strong opinion about this. And also with this video, this is a celebrity edition, so I'm going to leave the link below to the first video I made about Narcissist and the younger supply. So this particular video, like I said, is about younger supply, younger individuals that narcissists date, and they do take advantage of us younger people. They do. And it's kind of disturbing because you end up feeling used, and you feel like since you're younger, they had so much more advantage because of the age difference. So I'm going to talk about age difference because for me, I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm not going to lie. Honestly, if I had a daughter, I would not want my daughter to date more than at least 5 years within her age difference. 5 years younger than her or 5 years older than her. That's what I would be more comfortable with. 10 years, that would be pushing it for me. So everybody has a different opinion. That's why I want y'all to comment below and tell me what you guys think, or because I know everybody has different experiences when it comes to age difference and things of that nature. So anyways, moving on to the video, I want to also give a shout out to Lisa Keller. She commented on the part 1 of the video I made about the younger supply, and she wanted me to talk about Chrissy Brinkley. Now, I did see this story probably about over a year ago. I've seen it on a news headline about her ex-husband dating a younger woman. Her first of all, Chrissy Brinkley is a model / actress, and she actually supports one of the survivors in this community, from One Mom's Battle, Tina Swithin, who divorced her ex-husband, who's obviously a narcissist, and she had a tumultuous experience with that divorce. She has a channel, and I just thought it was very unique, and I'm just so amazed that a celebrity would support a YouTuber in this way. It just lets you know that a lot of us are going through the same thing. So you never know who will look at your channel or who will be motivated from your story. So yeah, so her ex-husband is a guy named Pewter Cook, and she calls him a narcissist. So she must have again got the support and a lot of the education and knowledge from this community, which is absolutely amazing. I believe I read something that he was a diagnosed narcissist. So I know that a lot of narcissists are not diagnosed, but we all know that, we all look at the symptoms, even from the doctors like Dr. Ramadi and Dr. Todd Grande. Everybody knows about them on YouTube. They'll tell you what's in the DSM-5, and you can kind of connect the dots. If you really read it, you're like, wow. So there's arguments always going on about, he may not be a narcissist, he may just be a jerk, or whatever the case may be. But if these behaviors are listed there, then obviously you don't have to have the diagnosis. That they're pretty much a narcissist. So what Pewter did to her was really messed up. He was cheating on her with I think the girl was 17 at the time. I think he was lying about her age and said that she was 18 or whatever the case is. But this is the thing. It's totally bizarre because he is 60 years old. He's engaged to a 21-year-old. Just think about a 60-year-old man engaged to a 21-year-old female. What are y'all thoughts and opinions on that? Because for me, it just absolutely blows my mind. And it's just too big of an age gap. That's a 39-year age difference. You know, I can't even understand what they would have in common. They come from two totally different generations, and the first thing that comes to a lot of people's mind is that this guy is going to manipulate this young lady, control her, and just wants to use her for her. The reason that a lot of older men are attracted to younger women are, vice versa. Older women attract to younger guys because of the inexperience. Younger people don't just, they're not there yet with their life experiences. They got a more head start on you in life. They know more about things. They, they have more resources than you do. Younger people tend to have less resources, less, education and, money, and they may not be where they want to be at career-wise. So there's a big advantage for older people when it comes to dating a younger person. They use them, and I'm going to get into that in another way in a little bit. So the big age difference is like 39 years. Wow. That is absolutely bizarre. For me, just thinking about it, I would probably lose my mind if my daughter or son, if I had a daughter, but if my son dated a girl 39 years older than him, it would just blow me away. It would be a big red flag for me, to want for somebody that age to want somebody that young. But it's becoming a lot more common. I know it's happening a lot. That's why I wanted y'all, your take on that. So, another interesting thing as far as with Chrissy Brinkley, her ex-husband had to chime in. You know how the exes sometimes come out and they have to, throw their little opinions in. He claims that she may be the narcissist, that she's a gold digger. So sometimes when you're going through things and it's public or whatever, you can have more than one person come out and attack you. But the thing is that this guy comes out of nowhere. I wouldn't even believe anything he says because she is the one that has been done wrong by Pewter. So, that's what happens with victims. When you're done wrong and other people see that you're done wrong, they seem to not have no remorse. It's like a narcissistic society. They don't have no remorse for you. They seem to be not feeling sorry for people anymore. Don't care, don't have much empathy. It's just narcissism on a big scale. Again, this ex-husband of hers was cheating on her, and the article is stating that the girl was 17 years old at the time. Allegedly. I gotta put allegedly in there. So it's a 39-year age difference. She 18. I think she's 21 years old now, but just a 39-year age difference is bizarre for me, guys. So I'm gonna move on, and I'm gonna talk about a few other celebrities that really had a big age gap and age difference, and how these relationships ended and the understanding them. We just recently, I gotta jump on this one, and I want to be very brief about this, but the Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith relationship with August Alsina. Will and Jada are major Hollywood actors, African American, and August Alsina is a kind of a E-list celebrity because he's a singer, and so she was had an affair with him and stepped outside of her marriage. So he actually came out and said that he felt from his statement that he had online and the things that he was saying, he really fell in love with her, and he was under the impression that they were going to be together. And she was just like, she kind of flipped it on her interview, and I talked about that in another video. She kind of flipped it on her interview and said that her and her husband became in a different space, and basically she wanted to go back to Will Smith. I don't think she wanted to leave him anyways because of his level of success. It wouldn't have made sense to leave him anyway. I think she just used the guy, manipulated him. She was deceitful, and she didn't have any remorse about how he felt about how the relationship ended. But apparently he wanted more. And there's between Jada and August, they have a 21-year age difference right there. He fell in love with her, and she was like unattached emotionally, obviously. So yeah, that's a 21-year age difference. But I think he actually outsmarted her in a way, because he stopped talking to her, and she admitted that narcissists don't like to be cut off, or they like to have everything under their control. So I think she mentioned that in an interview, that how he stopped talking to her, which is, he probably realized that something's not right here. This seems deceitful. This doesn't seem right. I feel like I was manipulated, taken advantage of. So from using that hurt and just waking up from the fog, we do that. We wake up from the fog sometimes. We like, wait, I have to leave this person alone. So he probably, it's almost like he just decided to cut contact with that, which was, I think, a great, great thing to do for his mental and emotional health. So, it's really interesting. I think the younger supply in a lot of cases can outsmart the narcissist. And I'm going to continue to get more into this with a few more examples that I have here. So, like I said, again, for me, I think it's more so normal to at least have like a 5-year age difference, but it can be 10. Y'all don't bite my head off. It can be a 10-year age difference. I'm 10 years younger than a narcissist, and I felt like being 18-year-old, you shouldn't have been dating a 30-year-old guy for me. So don't get mad at me, guys, because I felt like I didn't know anything about him. He hid everything. He was shady, manipulative, just calculated, and I felt used a lot. Just because of my age, I felt taken advantage of. So let me know how y'all felt about that. If you guys are the younger supply, or if you know somebody that was the younger supply. So, and then when it becomes a 10-year age difference or more, it could be more factors that, it could be more different factors that make that age difference more, kind of more difficult to accept. Like, say you're 20 or 21 and somebody's 31, 32, they may have kids or divorced just because they're at a different, they have more experience and, life experiences than you. There may be maturity in situations, like, just depending in certain circumstances. I'm not saying all of them are like that, but, does a 20-year-old need to be dating a divorcee or a divorced guy with 2 or 3 kids and an ex-wife? Like, it's just a lot of things to think about with those type of relationships. Now, this section right here I'm about to jump into, we've all been watching the news and things of that nature. So Harvey Weinstein, how I gotta be careful what I say. I can't say everything I want to say on YouTube because I know they don't like certain words, but we all know what Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby, Jeffrey Epstein, Larry Nassar, R. Kelly, and I think her name is, that was the lady that was helping Jeffrey Epstein. I think her name was Ghislaine Maxwell. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but they all fall into the same type of category. Terrible narcissists. Probably the worst kind of narcissists. The worst kind are those types, right there, just because of how inappropriate they are when it comes to our children. These are people that, these type of narcissists, work in ways they like to be around kids. These are people that, some of them, we heard histories of school teachers with, younger children, and it happens every year. It's a story like that. Principals, school teachers, counselors, all the way to the janitors. It's just one of the most scariest things with those type of narcissists. using younger people just because of the power that they have. You know, Harvey Weinstein using his power as what is he, a director or a owner of a company, a organization that involves actors. A production company, I believe. So you know, actors, they want to work, they want to make money. They're Hollywood, they make millions and millions of dollars. They want roles. I guess it's really competitive and really hard for them because they got to compete with so many people, and they want those associations. They want to network. They want to be liked, you know, so they can get a role and make money and support their family. You know, they want to stay on top. So, you know, and this guy, you know, knows that, and he takes advantage of women and does things that, you know, definitely shouldn't have been done. Larry Nassar, you know, gym coach, you know, young ladies are trying to excel in life, you know, are interested in sports and activities, and this is what this guy does, taking advantage of working around young ladies. It's always the people that, some of them will put themselves in positions where they are around younger people, you know. R. Kelly, you know, being one of the, you know, top musicians in the world, takes advantage of young girls liking his music and, you know, things of that nature. Jeffrey Epstein, using his power and resources and really manipulative, really deceitful, using young women in the same way. They all have the same thing in common. So with these type of narcissists, they are the worst kind, absolutely, because the things that they do to the young children that, you know, are the younger people, how deceitful and, you know, manipulative they are, you know. So it just, you know, it just makes you think. But I'm glad also that all of these, you know, women were able to come out and stand together. It's just beautiful that they were able to come out, stand together, and support each other through that. You know, I think it's usually like with stuff like this, with big cases like this, it's usually one person that comes out first, and then everybody else comes out and tells their story, because it's so hard to talk about that type of situation. You know, I'm not going to say certain words, but it's so hard to talk about that because it's embarrassing. You know, there may be a trauma bond there, and you don't want the other person to go to jail for some reason. And it's just, you know, they really work on the minds of younger people, controlling their minds. It's mind control. We all heard of mind control, you know. So it's very amazing that all of these young ladies were able to come all together and stand up. And, you know, it's just disgusting and disturbing sometimes that the media can try to make a lot of women seem like they're liars or they're out to get money. You know, when we know those type of narcissists work in those ways, they got a pattern. Every narcissist has a pattern. Those narcissists have a pattern of liking younger supply. That's their pattern. The other type of narcissists have a pattern of, you know, doing different things, you know. Malignant narcissists, you know what they do. They are into the more so physically harming people and doing things like that. So every narcissist has a pattern of behavior. So yeah, those women, in that case, I believe, you know, I'm just glad that they were able to speak up on things like that, because so many guys like that get away with things like that. It's tons of guys out here that have gotten away with that type of behavior. Some of them in our family members, you know, they walking around breathing this air when they should be behind bars, but they got away because family didn't notice the behavior, they didn't understand it, and the victim probably couldn't speak up or didn't speak up, you know. So yeah, it's just very unfortunate, very unfortunate. So I also wanted to, you know, just another way to think about things for me is that I believe that young people are really used by those type of narcissists because they are youthful. Younger people have, you know, just be honest, guys. Let's just be honest. They may have tighter bodies, tighter skin. You know, they just have a more youthful appearance, you know, and they lack in experience. Those type of narcissists are looking for people that lack in experience so they can be like the controlling person, the leader of that person. They want someone to control. So that's what it's all about. Remember, narcissists have to have that control. They are obsessed with control and power. So those young people are, they're inexperienced. Again, they lack in personal resources. They may not have finished college yet, may not even have started college, may not really have a career, So the narcissists, especially the higher functioning ones, they're going to offer those things. Even the lower functioning narcissists, don't forget about them. The higher functioning narcissists will offer the younger supplies, money, and resources, and they may come off like, I can help you in life, or I can help you, and then disguise it, as doing the type of things that they do. And the lower functioning narcissists don't think that they may not have the money and the resources, but they have the mind control and the manipulation. And once they start opening their mouths and their mouths start running, they know what type of younger people to go for. People that don't have family, or not a close relationship or connection with their family, so they can isolate them and then start doing the awful things that they do to them. So, younger people are arm candy to the narcissist. The male narcissist, oh my gosh, if you ever seen them with a younger lady, they are going to show this younger lady off, and they're going to they just want that attention and that admiration. They want everybody looking at them. Younger girls may wear tighter clothing, shorter clothing, and an older male narcissist is going to eat that up because he thinks everybody is looking at him, and he's the man, right? That's what they just like that attention that they get from everybody, from their family, from the world, just looking at them. And a lot of them older guys like that, they'll try to, even get caught up in trying to be young themselves. They may have younger hairdos, or, try to dress younger. It's just really twisted. The older guys may have long hair, just trying to blend in with the younger generation more, The older women, try to be younger too. They may have, really good shapes, take care of themselves, more so like the somatic narcissists in a lot of ways. May wear lots of makeup and try to do younger hairstyles, just like the same thing the male narcissist does, just to appear to look a little younger too. And they'll lie about their age too. He lied about his age to me. Told me he was like my age, but it wasn't true. I found out later, wait, you're 10 years older than me. So, let me know what you guys think about that. Would you let your children date 10 years older? Or would you feel comfortable with that? Or would it make you feel uncomfortable? Or, what your thoughts are on that. And the last thing I want to talk about, just two other people as far as the younger supply. I know y'all know singer Keisha Cole. She's a singer. She has a lot of hit records, and she was dating a young man. I think they have about at least a 16-year age difference, I believe. And she had a little boy with him, and it's very, very young guy, so it's kind of disturbing also to sit there and watch those type of relationships happen. They are not together anymore, and it's the same thing that I just talked about earlier. These older people, sometimes these older narcissists can, they like younger people. They can manipulate them easier. They really like easy prey though. Honestly, they don't want to work too hard. They kind of like anything that's easy. It could be an older person that they use. As long as they feel like they're vulnerable, they're easy to get, to control and manipulate, they're going to go for something easy. So they really like people that are more easier to manipulate. They don't really like people seeing through them or challenging them or questioning them. They want someone that's just easy, let them in, after they love bomb them. So that was another interesting relationship, being that the guy was so young. I just always thought in the back of my mind, this is not going to work. He's way too young to be dating somebody your age, He hasn't even experienced life yet. He has so much to learn. You have a lot more experience than him. And the relating to the R. Kelly thing that we all heard about for the past, I think, 2 years now, I want to briefly go over that. One of his victims, Azriel Clary, spoke up and actually left the relationship, and she talked about how manipulative and controlling he was. And we all knew this, it's an awful thing, but he's been got away with so many things throughout years of being a musician, and it took this many years. He even married an underage girl, another musician named Aaliyah, and just the fact that these type of narcissists can get away with things like that for years and years and years and years before they get punished by the law. And you know, some of them still got away with it, you know, and never got caught. So it's very disturbing when it comes to this type of stuff. But I think that narcissists don't expect the younger supply to outsmart them, to catch on to their game, and to tell what's going on, or to leave the relationship whichever way they have to go with it. The narcissist is not expecting that. That's why they got somebody so easy to manipulate, so vulnerable and young and inexperienced. So that's my take on that, guys. Again, you know, tell me what you think about this, guys, and you know, in the comments down below. Please like this video, guys, and comment and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching.